We're going to learn a piece called Oasis, which is from the new Grade 1 syllabus. It's in this book and it's on page 9 at the top there. We're going to deal with it in two sections. The first two lines as section 1, the second two lines as section 2. You will notice that it says DC al fine when you get to the end of section 2, and then you go to fine and finish there at the end of section 1 again. So when you play it all the way through, it'll go section 1, section 2, section 1. There are a few new things that we need to practice in this tune. One is B flat, which is on string 3 fret 3, and C sharp, which is on string 2 fret 2. We'll get used to that. There's bass notes combined with the upper notes. The bass notes are pointing down, so you play those ones with your thumb. The treble notes are pointing up, so you'll play those ones with your fingers. In section 2, there are two notes that are joined together like that. When notes are written in a column, then you play them at the same time. And what you're going to do, because both of those notes are pointing upwards, you're going to play them with two right hand fingers. We'll practice how to do that. So here's how section 1 goes. So let's start at the beginning. Practice going A, B flat, C sharp, D, to get that Eastern kind of sound. When you're happy with that, add the first two bass notes. They're string 5. You'll be playing the string 5 with your thumb, and you'll be playing the other notes with your fingers. Moving on to bar 2, the rhythm there is, and that's because the first note and the third note have got a little flag hanging off the top. That means that it's a quick note, it's a quaver. It's a single quaver, and it's the same length, half a beat, as the ones that are joined up in the previous bar. So it goes quick, slow, slow. So let's see if we can join up those first two bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bar 3. And then bar 4. You might notice that the left-hand finger pattern, fret 2, fret 3, fret 2, is the same, but it's on different strings. So here we go, bars 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do line 1 all the way through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two bars on line 2 start very similar to the beginning. The difference is the last two notes. There's an F and an E. So here are the first two bars on line 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're moving on to bars 7 and 8. These are different. Again, you start with the two string 5 notes, high G, F and D. So bar 7 goes, and then bar straight, which is slightly more tricky, C sharp, B flat, A. It's very tempting to play 2 C sharps and then a B flat. It doesn't go like that. Be careful. So here are bars 7 and 8. And here's the whole of section 1. It starts off MF. Bars 3 and 4 are piano, which is quiet. Back to MF, medium loud. And that's the case for the rest of line 2. It does say writ last time. It doesn't apply the first time you play it. So ignore that instruction. I'll explain it later. From the beginning, 1, 2, 3, 4. Writ last time, as it says at the end of line 2, means the last time you play that, that is when you've done the first part and the second part and you've come back to the first part again, you slow down a little bit. That just makes it feel more like an ending. Now we come to section 2, and this is the place where we need to think about playing 2 notes at the same time. Now, because these notes are both pointing upwards, you play them both with fingers. 2 separate fingers, your first finger and your second finger. Your thumb has previously been playing the bass note, so it's not involved in this. What I'd like you to do is put your thumb on string 6 and do bunny ears with your first 2 fingers. That's the action that you'll be doing on the strings. Middle finger on string 3, first finger on string 4, keep your thumb on string 6 just as a support, and do that bunny ears action. So, see if you can do it 2 times in a row, 3 times in a row. You'll need to do it quite lightly because then it will be easier. If you're trying to do it very strongly, very heavily, it's much more difficult. Keep the action light. The notes that your left hand will be playing are these. A on string 3, E on string 4. They're both on fret 2. So you'll need 2 fingers, one on string 3, one on string 4 at fret 2. You play that twice with the bunny ears action like I showed you, and then you move those fingers both over to fret 3, play it again. That's a B flat and an F that you're playing there, and then you go back to the A and the E on fret 2. So the notes in that first bar, if we ignore the bass note, which we are at the moment, go, and you slide from fret 2 to fret 3 and back again. Moving on to the next bar, it's the same pattern. You do string 2 fret 2, that's your C sharp, string 3 fret 2, 2 separate fingers, and it's exactly the same pattern, fret 2, fret 3, fret 2. So see if you can do the first bar, strings 3 and 4, followed by the second bar, strings 2 and 3. There is a bass note that goes with that. Your thumb will be playing that bass note. Like all of the others in this piece, it's string 5. So make sure you're ready. Your thumb's ready on the bass note. Your fingers are on the strings that they're going to want to play first of all. hard thing there will be relocating your fingers from strings 3 and 4 to strings 2 and 3. Hop them over as a pair. Don't let them separate and then have to find both notes again. Keep them stuck together. For bars 11 and 12, no more of this 2-finger nonsense. It's single fingers, playing ordinary notes. Watch out for the B flat. The last note in bar 11 is also a B flat. Don't get mixed up, it is also a B flat because you've had that flat sign once already in the bar. You don't have to put the flat sign again for that last note to be another B flat. On line 4, the first 2 bars are the same, so it's the exact same thing that you practiced earlier. You don't have to learn a whole new bunch of notes there. The last 2 bars are very easy in comparison. So here's part 2 all the way through. The first line of part 2 is piano, that's quiet. The second line is mezzo forte, that is medium loud. And then it ends up forte, which is loud. So make sure you're prepared before you start. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here is the whole of Oasis. 1, 2, 3.